The precast concrete units we produce at Dailey Precast are used in construction projects throughout New England, New York, and New Jersey. Our company was built on a strong tradition of customer satisfaction. Today, Dailey Precast also benefits from the resources of our parent company, Peckham Industries. To stay on target with our production, every day we follow a similar series of production operations. Here are some of the important processes. We start each day around dawn, when our quality control team tests the cylinders related to the previous day's pours to make sure products have cured correctly before we remove them from the beds.
We test our concrete thoroughly each and every time.
Dailey Precast is certified by the Precast Concrete Institute, the most widely recognized and specified quality assurance program in the industry. This certification gives the company's customers great confidence in its skills and products. In the early morning, with approval from quality control, crews begin to remove tarps and strip the beds from the previous day's work. Units are then finished based on their specific characteristics, including workers using hand grinding stones, trimming stressing cables with torches, and removing blockouts using pry bars, hammers, and screw guns.
Quality in our product is very important as it keeps our customers coming back.
Pieces are moved outside into the yard, where they will be inspected, finished, and prepared for shipping.
We add a custom finish to every piece.
We check every product for quality before it ships.
Next, each mold is carefully cleaned to provide a smooth surface for the next unit's casting. Mid-morning is our goal time for each mold to be set up, including side rails, bulkheads, reveals, blockouts, and hangers.
Biggest and most obvious new technology that we have in the plant is the use of laser projection systems over top of the bed, where a laser light actually shines onto the bed surface to show where the size of each piece of precast would be and how it lays out and all the embeds in it.
We oil forms to ensure easy release after curing. We add strength to our precast units by including reinforcing steel and/or pre-stressed cable or strand within the unit. We follow specific patterns and tensioning requirements according to the shop ticket for the job. Adding the stress to the strand is one of the most dangerous parts of our operation. Rebar that has been prepared for the unit is delivered to the mold. We assemble rebar according to shop ticket specifications.
We invest in technology to streamline production.
Our whole bending shop just got revamped with new machinery. The shear is very impressive. The less you can touch, the better when it comes to safety.
We've also recently purchased a large travel lift or straddle crane, if you call, that has two different spreader bars on it so you can rotate panels safely in the air, get them ready for shipping and loading without having to be rolled on the ground, which of course avoids a lot of hazards for people being near suspended loads.
We like to pride ourselves on having a paperless production floor to kind of help it be a more desirable place to work and easier for our employees.
Weld plates and bearing plates are put into place. Typically, by mid-morning, after our concrete is mixed to the appropriate specification, we transport it to the molds via truck or a large bucket that is carried by an overhead crane. For each job, we have a specified finish texture and appearance. Each day concludes with the products being cured overnight. Work is covered with tarps and the temperature is monitored to achieve optimum curing conditions. At Dailey Precast, we stake our company's reputation on exceeding customer expectations at every step of the way. This includes maintaining safety in all our operations. In an industrial environment, safety is critical.
I would say the number one goal in achieving zero incidents is employee engagement, and in really promoting that to our employees and having them buy into a system in which they're not afraid to speak up and they're constantly looking for safety improvements that they can bring to the table.
It's important to stay focused at work because Just that one moment of being distracted or rushing or not choosing to do something safe could lead to a huge injury. The biggest cause of that is cell phone usage. You have to make the choice to wait, get off the floor. If you're waiting for a phone call, let your manager know. It's monumentally important to not use them on the floor when you're working.
It's very important for people to be focused on their work. There's a lot of moving parts. You have metal moving around all around you, cranes moving around all around you. So it's very important for people to understand what's around them in their surrounding areas, understand what type of dangers are in the work areas that they're working in as well.
Remember, accidents and injuries are preventable. Each of us has a personal responsibility for our safety and the safety of others, both on and off the job.
The mindset of putting safety first is certainly something we're looking to embrace, and our employees are our number one asset, so making sure they leave the same way they came in is of our top priority.
If an employee sees an unsafe act, they should stop that act immediately, whether that be from a manager or a guy on his first day. It is everybody's responsibility to be looking out for each other and stop someone from potentially hurting themselves. You never want to be the guy that looked the other way and didn't say something when you saw something and having another employee get injured as a result of your inaction.
SLAM is an acronym. It stands for Stop, Look, Analyze, and Manage. And it should be used on a daily basis, from how you set up a piece or just identifying when something looks different, something unusual, identifying that and finding out why it looks that way and fixing it.
Here are 4 tips to stay safe. Stay alert. Monitor equipment traffic and watch for moving cranes, mixers, forklifts, trucks, and other vehicles. Pedestrians should yield to mobile equipment. Wear protective gear, including hard hats and goggles. Wear a safety vest when working or traversing the yard. Look up. Always be mindful of the overhead cranes and the materials being lifted and moved. Ask for help. If you are ever unsure of how to perform an operation safely, before you start in on a task, ask yourself if you have the skills, necessary tools, and safety equipment to perform the operation safely.
Traits for the new employees that we encourage are pretty much cleanliness, cleaning up after themselves, putting things away. Everything has a home. If it's clean, it's going to be safe to work in. Safety is definitely stressed to most of the newer employees. Where to go, where to stand, things along those lines. They need to learn that.
Some of the habits that we suggest here for new hires is that they really take the time to listen to their mentors, always being aware of their surroundings, wearing their PPE at all times, and having that self-motivation to learn and to pick up on all of the training that we give them, as well as working with their coworkers and helping them get through their day.
Seguridad es nuestra prioridad.
Ask questions. Be inquisitive. If you're not sure of how to do something, don't be prideful. Don't hold anything in saying, oh, I can figure that out on my own. Just ask questions. It's the fastest way you're going to learn. Everyone's very helpful here. You're not going to get any kind of backlash for it. We're all here to learn together and to make the processes better and safer for everybody.
The feedback that I would give to anybody that's looking to work in this type of industry is to be flexible, listen, be willing to learn, be hungry to learn, always be willing to continuously improve on safety, production, quality topics. Understand that it's a business and that things are going to be required in a tight deadline. To be able to receive information and feedback without becoming too emotional about it. Understand the work in front of them the best as possible, understand the processes and find the best ways to do them, and work as a team. Team collaboration is what always is going to bring success.
No business objective is so important that it will be pursued at the sacrifice of safety.
Performing their job safely is a part of the job requirement. It is not a request. That is the expectation that we have for all of our employees to do their task as safely as possible. Their decisions each and every minute of the day impact not only the safety of themselves, but those around them.
A job is well done only if it is done safely. Questions? Ask your crew leader or Dailey's training manager. The more you know, the better our teamwork, the higher our quality, the safer our workplace.